Hello, you are watching InstaForex news channel with me, Dorika Isakova. The economic growth in the USA slightly increased at the end of last year. However, the acceleration was slower than expected earlier. The consumers were spending less than initially estimated by the government. Amid this, the trading put less contribution to the economic growth. According to the second estimation released on Friday by the U.S. Commerce Department, the gross domestic product, the major economic indicator including all produced goods and services, increased by 2.8% annually in the fourth quarter on the inflation-adjusted basis. This data will probably disappoint the investors on Wall Street. The economists were waiting for the GDP to be revised up for the fourth quarter 2010 and reach 3.3%. According to the first outlooks, the GDP in the first quarter ticked up by 3.2%. Consumer expenditures were high in the period of November and December holiday sales. As stated in the preliminary report, the GDP growth revision to the downside was also conditioned by lower spending of state governments and local authorities. The revised import rate to the upside neutralized the export uptrend. The oil prices are fixed around $100 per barrel after public disturbances in rich of oil Arabic countries. Meanwhile, within the country there is one more obstacle created by Republicans calling for reducing the federal expenditures. According to Goldman Sachs analysts, using certain allowances for cutting their expenditures, they will deduct almost 1% from the gross domestic product in the second quarter 2011. Despite the recent price hike on primary markets, a moderate inflation leaves the FRS a space for continuing the economic stimulation through an extra soft monetary policy after a deep recession of 2007-2009. Keep watching Forex News with InstaForex. Goodbye.